Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Ogechi Stephanie Okeke. You can call me Double O. So, I work in London, one of the greatest cities in the world. So, I'm so excited to be reaching out to you wherever you may be across the ends of the earth from London. If you've not visited, please visit. It's a great place. All right, so today I want to talk about 5 things I wish to tell new parents. Yes, as a midwife. So, from the point of a midwife, 5 things I wish to tell new parents. Number one, your sleep. Let's talk about it. So I noticed a lot of times I'm looking after family. Mom is, 6 centimeters. She's getting close to the point of starting to push and have her beautiful baby. And you start to notice that the tiredness is really getting to not just mom, but also dad. And then you hear comments where it seems like um, it's something strange, like, oh, I'm so tired, I've not slept, and oh, we've been here 3 days so far in the hospital, and I feel so like, oh, did anyone not tell them, yeah, your sleep is gonna be on a borrowed, yeah. And not just for today or for the week, it could be for months, for many months. So, dear new parent, when you become a parent, your sleep is really not going to be as it used to be. And I want you to not know that this is not particularly to just you. Or don't think, oh, is this baby of mine? Baby doesn't sleep. No, all babies are like that. As a new parent, your sleep is out of the window. Like, know that and embrace it. And then you can put things in place to help your sleep to be any better. But know for sure, your sleep is not going to be the same. Out of the window, just gone. You're going to be managing 2 hours, 3 hours. That is a 3 hour sleep stretch, 2 hour sleep stretch. And that can be on and off for many weeks. And then it goes into months. So you might have to wait until your baby is 2 3 years old because you before you could even have a good 6 8 hours sleep on at a stretch. Yes, so it's that long, and um just meeting lots of parents being so surprised at how being in labor, oh, their sleep, they only had 1 hour here and 3 hours here, and I'm like, oh, who's gonna tell them this is it? This is it. Welcome to the world of parents. So that's what I want to say to you. I wish to tell you that sleep is gonna go out of the window. It's not forever. It's just gonna be so intense the first couple of months, and it starts to get better. But trust me, you're probably gonna wait until this baby is 2 3 before you can get a good stretch of 6 8 hours sleep, and you're not waking up. Wow. Yes. Yes. So the first thing I wish to tell you, your sleep. All right. So the second thing I wish to tell a lot of new parents is that you're going to have a lot of failed expectations. Yes, I'm going to keep it real. In this channel, I'm still going to keep it real. Um, Having a baby is a it's a big deal, a very big deal. And a lot of times, a lot of parents have noticed, a lot of new moms, new dads, expectant parents, you don't prepare as much. So a lot of times people prepare, they read the books, they buy baby materials, getting ready to, welcome a baby to the house. But you find that there is not a lot of balanced preparations. So we prepare for the positives, we prepare for what we imagine, and we don't prepare for realities. So are there imaginations that become realities? Yes, of course. And I love when that happens. But can we be honest and say it's most times 50-50? So you can come in and you're looking forward to this water birth, and you're just gonna breathe, hypnobirthing, you're gonna have your baby, and it seems like it's going according to plan until baby poops. And the midwife says, I'm really sorry. I think we need to take you to the labor ward. And you get on the labor ward, and then it seems like, okay, 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 baby heart rate is increasing. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay, baby heart rate is decreasing, and it's not coming back up. Oh, okay, okay. Emergency bell, you're in theaters, C-section, and they couldn't wait to give you a spinal epidural, so you had it done under general anesthesia, and your husband or partner or birth partner had to leave the theater room. Yeah, failed expectations. Not because you're not great. It's reality. It can happen. So what I want to tell new parents is, as you're approaching, parenthood, or you're in the season of this new thing as a parent, have your expectations, but give yourself grace, knowing that these expectations of mine can fail. And it's not because I have failed, it's because things can happen that will take my expectations to to not become a reality, but it will be a failed expectation. So I'm going to be aware that as a parent, although I want to hang out with my friends, yes, I've got this 2 month old, but it's not a newborn anymore, it's a 2 month old. I really want to still hang out with my friends, but oh, I'm feeding around the clock. I just can't do that just yet. Or, oh, okay, my wife's not feeling so great yet, so I can't really hang out with the boys. I need to still support her. There's gonna be a lot of failed expectations. Be prepared for that, and don't, um how do I say it, don't feel like you're missing out on life, or you're missing out on good things. This is your time to really fulfill this assignment of being a parent to this child. Certain seasons, them being on the 1 years old, and whatever they're going to need from you as a under 10-year old, it's going to be two different things. So whatever each stage calls for you to pay the price, pay the price. So one of those earliest things that's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of expectations. A lot of them will seem failed, because to you, that's how you think is a failed thing. But for us, maybe as professionals, we see it as the right thing to have done at that particular time to save you or to save the baby. And this even comes out of medical care and out of midwifery care. Just yourself and the baby at home. Something, lifestyle changes that you have to make. It may seem like, oh, I'm missing out, but remember that this is reality now. You've got to, plan your life in a way that is the best and the right option for you and the baby. All right, so the third thing I wish to tell new parents is that, as a new parent, be aware that there will arise some sort of conflict between you and your partner, some sort of what we would call marriage problems or problems with your spouse, as a result of being new parents. So remember, as new parents, you are tired a lot, you are sleep deprived a lot, you're agitated, you're touchy, um, and something that your spouse would have done, pre new parents or pre pregnancy even, and you'd have, oh, it's just like that, and you find ways to amend, you find ways to to pick things up, you find ways to get back on the track together. This time round, these other factors makes it harder for you to be kind to your spouse. You know, you don't have that extra grace. So watch yourselves and be mindful that, oh, okay, as a new parent, we could find ourselves being more prone to arguments, more prone to disagreements, more prone to conflict. It's not because this spouse is not a great spouse anymore, or we're not in love with each other anymore, or you don't get me anymore. It's just because of the season you're in. Now, of course, if there's other issues going on, please do address them. Don't overlook them. Red flags are not to be used to sew outfits to make you look great. Red flags are for you to sit up and investigate. Okay. But yes, third thing that I wish to tell parents, being new parents, having a baby, you just find that you can argue, and sometimes the topic of the argument is something related to the baby. So, quick example, mom is finally just sat down to eat breakfast at, I don't know, 2:30 p.m. that day. And alas, the baby who was sleeping suddenly starts to cry, waking up, realize who's left me in this room all by myself. And the dad goes and picks up the baby, and mom's already thinking to herself, okay, that's great. He's just gonna hold the baby while I use 10 minutes and try and just rush through my food, even though I would really love to eat it while chilling to Netflix movie or something. But no, that's fine. I'll just quickly rush this food and I will feed or cuddle or whatever, you know. And dad, starts off maybe checking the nappy. Let me see. Okay, nappy looks clean, nothing's happened. And he's looking at the baby, and the baby's trying to, suck at his breast or something. So dad thinks, oh, okay, you want a meal. And dad comes back with the baby rushing to you. Oh, babe, yeah, I think baby wants to eat. And you look at him like, you better get this baby away from me. It's not about this baby. Has anybody asked me what I want to eat? And you just go on and on, and it's like, but babe, this baby want to eat. What do you want me to do? I don't have it. And back back and forth, you might just start arguing just off the fact that the baby wants another feed. So do look out for each other. Do have time out and say, okay, look, we're arguing. We're not supposed to be arguing. Okay, what can I do for you? And just be kinder, knowing that this is a season the both of you are very prone to having more arguments. Okay. All right. So, leading on from that last point, number 4 thing that I wish to tell new parents, breastfeeding is going to be a whole big deal. So, we can say infant feeding in general, because a lot of people will probably mix feed, so which is where you feed your baby breast milk directly from the breast, or maybe you put it into a bottle as express breast milk, or you might find that you're mixed feeding, so baby's having a mixture of breast milk and also, excuse me, you may do mixed feeding, which is where baby's having a mixture of breast milk and also artificial milk, so that's i.e. formula milk. With breastfeeding, I always tell the moms that I look after, I'm privileged to look after, that don't rate your breastfeeding skill until, or at least give yourself the space of 6 weeks. Because that's usually the time in the United Kingdom where moms go for a postnatal check by the doctor before they are officially discharged from any kind of care, to do with being a new mom. Obviously, in the UK, we still have health visitors visiting and looking after these families. But yes, 6 weeks ideally is when I would say you can sit down and look at what you're doing with this baby and saying, okay, what am I doing? how do I rate myself with breastfeeding? What help can I get to get me to improve? But up until then, it's a learning curve. And it's such a steep learning curve because this baby no longer feeds from the placenta that was feeding baby while baby was still inside you as a mom. Now baby has to feed with the mouth. And I don't know why, but a lot of people, big proportion of society, we think breastfeeding is a very natural thing for mom and baby to do, and new moms will tell you that it's far from the truth. Breastfeeding, if done wrong, can be very sore, tiring, painful, and all sorts of not nice words. Yes, not nice adjectives to use to describe it. So, dear new parent, breastfeeding is a whole big deal. If you can, if you're listening and you're an expectant parent, so i.e., baby still inside of you, or you guys are thinking of having a baby, please start not just only theoretical knowledge, learning about breastfeeding, but find where you can have practical, skills, trials, of breastfeeding, taking on classes that get you to, imagine, in having your hands in particular, ways, to feed a baby, because it's a whole big deal. You're not just feeding during the day, you're feeding at night. It's a whole big deal. And it's not just only for mom, dads, moms are gonna need your support. But partners, moms are gonna need your support. Family and friends, moms are gonna need your support. And you've got to be sensitive to a mother who's breastfeeding. No ill talks about the weight of the baby. No funny comments about, um, is your milk enough? And things like that. They really hurt. They really hurt a new mom or even an old mom. You might think, oh, this is a 1 year old, and oh, you've got to be really careful about it. Yeah. Lastly, the fifth thing I would love to say to a new parent is that please be aware that the immediate, and also, maybe not so immediate, but especially the first 6 months to a year of being a parent, it's too much work. It's a lot. Don't think this is particular to just you, or you and your spouse, you and your baby, you and your partner. Being a parent is a lot. That's why I wish to tell you, being a parent is too much work. And that's why a lot of times we tell moms and we tell partners of moms as well, these are the periods where people experience postnatal depression, because the stress of looking after a newborn, it's so high because it's intense. You're doing a lot within a short period of time, and it's all on you. You might get help, you might not get as much help. You can never say. You might imagine that, oh, this friend and that friend will come and help me, and then you realize that, oh, they have lives of their own. They can actually only come once a month. Oh my gosh. you know this person promises to be there, or my mom really is going to help, and after the initial 2 weeks holiday she goes back to work. You're left to do a lot on your own. And a lot of people are shocked by how much work there is for, like, a tiny little baby. Like, how much can they actually do? Yes, being aware of it helps you to plan, helps you to also take care of yourself by having and by recognizing moments of breakdown and knowing that, okay, I need help. I need to talk to someone, or knowing that, okay, we need to put things in place. We need you to have XY amount of annual leave. We need you to have XY amount of maternity leave. And looking after yourself is going to help you so that you can be there for your baby. And with that, I'm going to finish this video. I wish for for you that this has been really helpful. And I wish you all the best on your awesome new adventure as a new parent. Take care. Bye. Till we meet again. Bye.